The toughness of the body is something Kung Fu masters are famous for, and it shows with this insane display of physical—
Nah, this nigga getting kicked in the nuts and act like it's nothing. I don't believe that. I gotta see this in person, nigga. This
The mastery of pain and the toughness of the body is something Kung Fu masters are famous for.
Nigga, you capping, nigga.
Got all the vibe, yeah, I got all the vibe. I can't let you run, a nigga can't let you run. This rock star life got me on another high. It's fucking with my mind, all these drugs on my mind. I got all the vibe, yeah, I got all the vibe. I can't let you run, a nigga can't let you run. This rock star life got me on another high. It's fucking with my mind, all these drugs on my mind. Getting to the—
What's good? Dark Knight gang in this thing. Gang. Hey, bro, today I'm about to do a video titled, "This is why no one can be a Shaolin Master." You already know I'm in the clouds. Bro, I'm not even in the clouds, nigga. I'm on Mars. I'm on Neptune. I'm gone. I'm about to watch this video. We're going to watch it together. We're going to have a great time. It's Friday. Everybody have a great weekend. I chose this video because it sounds interesting. I'm going to keep it a stack. I really want to just learn about a Shaolin Master. This is about to be fire. I'm dropping 2 videos. Shout out to the gang. One more after this is going to be fire as well. Don't worry. You already know. Every video is fire. Trust me. Let's watch this video. Yo, my boys, all the women that's watching, you already know. You my sis. You my girl. It don't matter. You my beat. Now, let's hop into this video. No green screen today. I ain't grabbing the green screen. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go.
Arts masters throughout the world, there's none more shrouded in mystery and mythology than the Shaolin monk. Feared for their deadly mastery of wushu kung fu, the monks of the Shaolin temple train intensely for decades to perfect their craft. As a result, Shaolin monks routinely perform superhuman feats of endurance, mental strength—
Hey, why did I think this nigga was floating in the air, hitting his head? I was like, this nigga a beast.
and defy physics, all in the name of enlightenment. Ready to meet these otherworldly assassins up close and personal?
Yo.
Let's get it on. Iron Hand. A key part of a Shaolin monk's training is building up immense strength in their hands so they can break through extremely solid materials without feeling any pain or sustaining injury. Their insane hand strength is due to an intense training technique called the Iron Hand. Much of this training involves strengthening the ligaments and tendons of the hand by repeatedly striking hard objects that are surrounded by sand, canvas, or leather. Shaolin monks can break through concrete slabs like they were matchsticks, pound a tree repeatedly with no pain or emotion, and perform finger stands. Basically, just a handstand for people who like showing off. The Shaolin monk is one martial artist you don't want to shake hands with. Unbreakable head.
Fire.
Smashing yourself.
So their hands and their fingers are that strong. I feel like I could do a finger push. Nah, I'm a bad
over the head with—
I'd probably break my finger trying to do a finger push-up. I'm tripping.
Smashing yourself over the head with a steel bar doesn't seem like an ideal way to spend an afternoon, but for these monks, it's just another Tuesday in the Shaolin Temple. According to masters of this amazing martial art, by redirecting energy to their skull and brain through intense meditation, Shaolin monks can apparently hit themselves with extreme force and feel no pain nor incur any damage. The mastery of pain and the toughness of the body is something Kung Fu masters are famous for, and it shows with this insane display of physical—
Nah, this nigga ain't getting kicked in the nuts and act like it's nothing. I don't believe that. I gotta see this in person, nigga. This
The mastery of pain and the toughness of the body is something Kung Fu masters are famous for.
Nigga, you capping, nigga.
And it shows with this insane display of physical and mental strength. The iron bars split cleanly in two, and the monk hardly even blinks. There's no marks, no redness, no cuts or bruises. We're not exactly sure how this can help on the battlefield, but any enemy would think twice about messing with a dude who breaks iron bars over his head without flinching for fun.
What you mean? You get punched in the head, that's nothing. That's like a fly, you know what I'm saying? That's why it helps them, because they're gonna get punched in the head. So if I come across a Shaolin monkey trying to fight, we ain't fighting. I'm about to pull out the blicky. Blicky! Yo, I'm way too faded, yo.
Bending spears. A Shaolin monk spends their life fine-tuning every part of their bodies to become impenetrable shields of armor, capable of withstanding even the strongest of blows and sharpest weapons. This means a kung fu master has no weak spots on their body, and they can prove it. In this display, 2 long wooden spears are propped, pointy end up, into the monk's neck. A few steps forward, and instead of piercing the soft tissue of this Shaolin master's neck, the spears bend against his weight, dangerously close to snapping. You can see the intense concentration and strain against the body, but somehow it's mind over matter for these mystical monks. Again, not a super helpful combat skill, but you never know when you're going to need to stop a spear with your neck and live to tell the tale.
What the fuck? What the fuck, bro? What? Bro. So if I throw a spear, let's say my aim is dead precise. I'm going for that carotid artery. Let's say I've been training. Look, hear me out. Chill. Let's say I've been training spears my whole life, right? I'm known in my town as the best spearsman in the world, right? Because, bro, my aim is 100% precise. My aim is 100% precise, nigga. I come across one of these niggas, right? We get in an argument. I grab my weapon of choice. I grab my spear. I say I'm aiming for his carotid artery. Swift death. You feel me? I grab my spear. I throw it at him. Perfect aim. God, right in the carotid. I'm looking for a Mortal Kombat fatality. But guess what? He tightens up his neck and it bounces off. Bro, that is insane. That's crazy. Look, my D&D side is coming out. I'm over here. I told you guys, I play Dungeons & Dragons every week. I don't show all of my personality to you guys. I'm very animated, but I'm high, so it just came out on accident. But anyway, let's keep going.
The soft tissue of this Shaolin master's neck, the spears bend against his weight, dangerously close to snapping. You can see the intense concentration and strain against the body, but somehow it's mind over matter for these mystical monks. Again, not a super helpful combat skill, but you never know when you're going to need to stop a spear with your neck and live to tell the tale.
Bro.
Flexibility. Most people struggle to bend over and touch their toes without splitting their pants or putting their back out. Shaolin monks, on the other hand, easily contort themselves into impossible shapes and positions as part of their training. Wrapped around trees and poles, looking more like pretzels than fearsome kung fu warriors, these mini monks...
I need to find me a Shaolin bitch. Have her wrap around my dick.
and poles looking more like pretzels than fearsome kung fu warriors. These mini monks show just how flexible you need to be to succeed in the discipline. Children as young as 6 years old display impressive acrobatic maneuvers, sometimes looking more like gymnasts than martial arts masters. At this young age, pain is real, and children fight through the tears while doing the splits on top of narrow poles. In the end, these gravity-defying students with joints of rubber will reap the benefits of the intense training.
So these dudes are this flexible. They got necks that can break spears. They got heads that can break steel. They fingers, they doing thousands of push-ups on their fingertips. These niggas are indestructible. Like,
dexterity. Becoming a Shaolin Master isn't something you can do part-time. It's a lifetime commitment full of intense, grueling, and exhausting training. Even before the sun rises, a monk is deep in a 2-hour meditation session before embarking on a climb of more than
I barely could do 10 minutes.
1,000 stairs, followed by hundreds of specialized exercises. This training transforms the mind, body, and spirit, and monks develop exceptional master isn't something you can do part-time. Training. Dexterity. Becoming a Shaolin Master isn't something you can do part-time. It's a lifetime commitment full of intense, grueling, and exhausting training. Even before the sun rises, a monk is deep in a 2-hour meditation session before embarking on a climb of more than 1,000 stairs, followed by hundreds of specialized exercises. This training transforms the mind, body, and spirit, and monks develop exceptional strength and dexterity in preparation of their final test. To become a Shaolin Master, part of the final test includes a specialized skill, one that demonstrates his dexterity and strength. One such skill is a routine on the monkey stick, and the most difficult of finishing moves, monkey up a tree. It requires perfect balance, perfect speed, agility, and dexterity, but a flawless demonstration will earn approval from the examiners and acceptance as a Shaolin Master.
Oh, that's
Walking
so dope.
on water.
Oh, that's so dope. Oh, that was so dope.
Perfect speed, agility, and dexterity, but a flawless demonstration will earn approval from the examiners and acceptance as a Shaolin Master. Walking on water. Back in the day, walking on water was spectacular enough to be called a miracle. These days, walking on water is a miracle routinely performed, well, kinda, by Shi Liliang, a monk from the Quanzhou Shaolin.
They said, Jesus, you walked on water, nigga, I ran. What's poppin'? All right, let me stop.
Walking on water. Back in the day, walking on water was spectacular enough to be called a miracle. These days, walking on water is a miracle routinely performed, well, kinda, by Shi Liliang, a monk from the Quanzhou Shaolin Temple. After more than 9 years of training, meditation, and carefully monitoring his weight every day, Shi set out to do the impossible. The eager monk built a runway of thin plywood boards connected by cloth over a reservoir of water. While the boards did float, anyway from above, and they would quickly sink. Shi got around this by quickly and lightly stepping on each board with his toes as he runs across the surface of the water. Once he perfected the technique similar to how a water strider stays afloat, Shi Liliang was unstoppable. In October 2014, Shi sprinted 118 meters across a reservoir, stunning onlookers with his graceful run on the water's surface. Not content with this achievement though, Liliang was back again in 2015, smashing his own record as he managed a distance of 125 meters across a river in the Fujian province of southeast China. Great, now the Navy has to worry about torpedoes, submarines, and Shaolin monks. Needle push-up. We've already seen how a Shaolin monk's hands are conditioned to be rock-hard killing machines, but their take on the modern push-up is equal parts impressive and intimidating. At some point, Shaolin monks decided that normal push-ups weren't hard enough and started subtracting fingers until each entire body weight was supported by just 2 fingers. You can see the intense concentration on the face of these monks as they support themselves on as little as 2 fingers across both hands. Of course, not content with this achievement, many monks then progressed to the 2-finger handstand just to rub it in further. While fingers aren't everyone's strongest body parts, it's definitely something these monks can count on.
Strength?
Synchronized.
You know how much balance and strength you gotta have to do that?
Kung Fu.
That's fire.
One of the hardest Shaolin arts to master is that of synchronized Kung Fu, the ability to perform flawless routines while moving in perfect unison with other Kung Fu masters takes decades to perfect. 2 Kung Fu masters performing in sync is amazing to watch, but how about 26,000? In 2018, students of the Mount Song School of Martial Arts in Henan province in China put on the most impressive, large-scale synchronized Kung Fu demonstrations of all time. To truly appreciate the magnitude, discipline, and effortless grace of these Shaolin students, aerial cameras were used to capture the unbelievable sight.
I want to watch it.
Grappled, kicked, sparred with poles, and performed complex acrobatic maneuvers, all in exact unison with their fellow classmates. A single Shaolin master coordinated the commands while the 26,000-strong class demonstrated their tireless discipline and skill. And I thought 2 synchronized swimmers was impressive.
Me too. That last one was so dope, bro. That shit was so dope. I want to watch it. Chinese martial arts.
And I thought 2 synchronized swimmers was impressive. Weather resistance. A warrior that shows no weakness to the scorching sun or a soldier that does not slow down in the bitter cold snow is a truly terrifying opponent. Mountain monks train to resist extreme temperatures and conditions as part of an ancient meditation ritual called Shugendo that allows communion with nature and the ability to withstand extreme changes in the environment. In this ritual, monks trek high up into the mountains before stopping at a riverbank to meditate. The monks then wade into the ice-cold water, unaffected by the Arctic-like temperatures where they can remain for minutes, completely emotionless. Monks adept in this practice demonstrate almost supernatural control of the body, with no lasting effects once the ritual is complete. Likewise, at the Shaolin Temple on Songshan Mountain, heavy snowfall doesn't stop these monks from their daily training and martial arts exercises. Training for all conditions gives these formidable monks a truly enviable advantage on the battlefield.
All right, bro, this is a great video. We learned a lot about Shaolin monks. We see they all beasts. We see that they have the ultimate level of concentration, the ultimate level of focus, ultimate level of balance. They know how to harden their bodies, put all their focus and their consciousness in whatever area to make it harden so they won't get hurt. That's so dope. Not only that, They're so coordinated all together. They can do a martial arts synchronized dance all together. That's discipline, bro. Man, I want to just experience like a different culture like that. I might have to go to China one day. But I would love to just see how they live and just see. Shout out to the gang. I'm gonna see y'all next time.
Yeah,